Sports.
What the hell, Burton? I miss Rebels. I mean, I feel like this team is too good for Michigan. You're about to get whooped. You get whooped. I'm about to bust that ass. We're 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 about to bust that ass. You blew a lead.
Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
See it already?
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Grabbed behind the line, it's Parrish. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Rebels have this offense rolling.
The position,
Catch in the middle, it's Cleescorn. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense.
They're really good.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long.
I don't know, did you?
Great position to be successful.
The This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And that's a live ball.
Wow.
Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. The first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The play action fake. Feeling some heat. Then as he throws, that pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Hard running there. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move.
And I tell you what, Palmer, you see this more often now. You're more willing to roll the dice on your own side of the field. Would you do this? You feel comfortable doing that?
No, I'm more old school.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy.
Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job of it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The
They'll run
pass
play
rush
action.
is crazy.
Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long.
The hell,
get the
Burton.
ball back. Go get some water and see.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often.
I told you what it is.
I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good
like
game.
You want to spin that.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Dart. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated, though. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect,
right?
but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5.
But you want to be mentioned.
Ripping through the defense. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, the pass
Well, I think one of the
rush
biggest
is crazy.
reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the
They don't get
defense
an offensive
off of
line.
their quarterback.
Having
They
an
haven't
offensive
been able to
line's
get the ball
luxury.
deep
You
down the
don't
field, throwing it
understand?
with the consistency they want because they can't keep their.
And here comes the pressure, and
That was
there
their
he
coverage.
goes
That
down
was a
again.
cover too.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
All right. Okay, what are we doing?
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Y'all, listen to Patrick. Parker. Listen to Patrick.
Line gets set, 1st down.
There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Pass on the way out. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back.
No, there's nothing you can do
At
about
the
it.
30.
You might as well just stop
Running inside the
doing what
20.
you're doing.
Touchdown, Michigan. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Something about this play.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Defense in press coverage. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown,
I guess you're just
Wolverine.
not understanding how this team is.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and
That's
let
terrible.
him do the rest.
And
I
he had the
cannot
extra
believe
point to finish the drive. After that latest answer,
Hey,
tied
did
things
my
up just about
avocado
set to
finally
kick it away
ripen?
again.
Or what? Did my avocado ripen or what?
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah,
Okay.
first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Caught near the sideline, it's Parrish. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the inside
Yep.
handoff, looking
Take
for a
change.
breeze.
Accept
Just sort of a
change.
relentless run,
Accept
getting
change.
everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
That's
Here
your
comes
problem.
this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to pass, it's Dart. Gets it out quickly. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver?
Squidward.
And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best.
Quentin the Neptune.
I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Parrish. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see
I
what
got
you
me
got
some
dialed up
option
on.
routes.
It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33.
Ooh, come on, give me that.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And the Rebels will go for it on fourth down.
This is okay.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses
show you how
are
I like it.
salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Gonna run it. It's Edwards.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Warren. On the run, still looking. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Mr. Krabs.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I know.
And if your job is
Perfect
to
timing.
irritate, to confuse,
Perfect
to hit,
timing.
to make quarterbacks feel very
I say
uncomfortable,
shiny.
this defense is definitely doing their job. 6
I'm
sacks.
a
That's the way to make the
perfect
quarterback feel like he's
timing.
having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed.
Yeah, those
I want that
mistakes are gonna happen.
unforgiving
You're gonna throw the football.
speed. You know what I'm saying? I want that unforgiving speed. Why not? Yeah.
I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the
Does
page.
he
if
even
you're
know how to
quarterback,
climb
right? On this drive, he did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it. Move on. Play the next play.
Does he even know how to
Might as well give it to him again. Great move there. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Lee. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down.
Right here. Right here. Right here.
Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out.
Yup, that's Parker right
From
there.
inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back.
Like
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
Come on, man, that's your favorite character. Don't shit talk your favorite.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Afterburner's coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30
You'll never get
it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
No, you're never
after
getting
the
another
fact.
cent
So
out of me.
it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone.
You'll never get another cent out of me.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out in the end zone and you're stopped at the 8.
What the hell?
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He makes a catch.
Okay.
Open
All right.
runway
I'll
ahead.
take that.
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Dart. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Fires to the right. It's caught. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Lee.
Yeah,
defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive line here trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
On 2nd down, looking to throw.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
He makes the catch in the end zone.
You lost one.
Touchdown,
Once I saw the leverage, you're done.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB
I know.
throws the football a little bit in
I'd
front
have
of
to
him,
throw that
had to
with
dive and go
anticipation.
make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground.
Because we
Never
don't
gotta
make
catch
a
it all
play
the
on
way
the
through
ball.
ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
And the extra point is
You don't.
true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Yep.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
I want to make
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
I know, right?
Yeah, and I wonder how much
I'm a
pressure...
great
What
guy.
a snag by the defense. Even with minimal gain on the return, they are working with a short field from the 36.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Grab behind the line. It's Cleescorn. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a
Gazer.
defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. The quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
Last play didn't go as planned. Now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Dropping back, it's Dart. Got his man quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard, and even though that was a
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
You're welcome.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays.
That's what good
And
friends
finished
are
the
for.
deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Yep, exactly.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
You gotta suffer.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
Suffering is a part of life.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Oh, look out, there he goes! Ripped off a huge shark play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Looks like he went out of bounds.
Here's this offense.
But you could have got
First
that
set of
touchdown.
downs.
How do you know?
They're going to go right back to him on
you know what I
first
did?
down.
I did
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I got to keep you contained.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this
I don't want you to
crowd
just run
stay
out of the
involved,
pocket.
to be an asset in the game, but they need to
in
start
that
making
pocket.
plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Right
And it's
there.
picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Rebels! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop
That's
between
why I
these two
slowed
teams
down.
right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
You know this is on stream right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6.
Oh, yeah.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.
Yeah, this.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field.
Four.
They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great.
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but just setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the
positioning.
Going for it all.
Come on. Come on.
Touchdown,
Right here.
Ole Miss. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Nope.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they
say
put it
that
on the board.
about Madden 25 too.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy
about
throws.
to crash out.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Wants to throw on first down. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love
Man,
the
you
awareness
just
by the
cannot
defense. They're
beat my
trying to get the
cover
running
four.
back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football,
What, cover
and they
four?
went and gang tackled.
Yeah,
Off play action.
but I think I run it better.
The throw. Another interception. That's his
With
fourth
cover
of the day.
four,
Got some room to
I'm
run.
rangy as fuck.
He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back,
I'm
what a
rangy.
return to set up his offense.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right
It
away
really
and turn the
depends on
page.
what
4
coverage
picks now thrown by this
I
guy,
choose
and
to be.
you're just not
Cover
able to
four,
make your
I'm
reads.
linebacker,
Things aren't
middle
clicking. You're
linebacker.
not seeing the field.
Cover
Ball's
one,
not coming out
I
right.
am like a free safety.
Next week cannot come soon enough
Or
for him,
like,
I can tell you that.
Let me
Fires
get
into the
that.
end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big
When it's
score, the
cover
big
zero,
play down the
I
field.
guess I try
They
to
get
cover
rewarded.
number
They
one
get the big
receiver.
passing touchdown.
And with the extra point, the
So I
lead
lined
is
up
even
based
bigger.
off what play is. It
That's
just
taking
depends.
advantage of a golden
I mean,
opportunity set up with great
I think
field
that's a
position,
kind of
and
a
they struck
gimmick.
quickly for the touchdown.
I probably shouldn't even talk to you about, but that's kind of like the.
He'll bring it
Wherever
back
I'm
from
lined
inside
up,
the 15.
That's probably
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Line getting set on second down.
I know, and I knocked it down. I gotta do my job. It's a part of playing linebacker.
Now the play fake. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yay!
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
You probably forgot what I just
Coming out on first down with the play
forgot what I
fake.
said.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like
If
that,
I
you
wasn't
might
going
as
to
well
catch
hang on to
it,
the
I was
ball.
trying to make sure you didn't
Well, the
catch
quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on
Like
that
that
play that
boom.
forced the incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down.
I'm aggressive.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Ever since they invented the forward
Did
pass,
that
the tight
crossing
ends have
route.
been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends
Crotching on
have
the
so much
route.
versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out.
Right.
But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Back to pass, it's Warren. Steps away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass.
Yeah, your
I wonder
name
if
is
that's
Baby
just
Dad.
nerves. He's got to settle himself down.
3rd and long, and he'll try
No,
to
that's
throw
your
for it.
actual name. Like, I'm not saying you're a baby dad.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back
I thought
end
his-
expecting throw.
I thought his
and that's how you
government
force
name,
incompletions and force fourth downs.
name was Debbie.
Fast motion from the offense. On
And I
4th
thought you
down,
were a
they'll
baby
pass
dad.
for it. Slings it down.
Oh my gosh!
Makes the catch. He's
So
got it up.
close.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's
trying to
1st
get
down.
That's a great example as a receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's like how I like to play.
Off
I
the
like
play fake
the
on 1st down,
hardness
wants to
of the
throw.
coverage.
Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
They got more sacks than a grocery store.
I-
Goodness gracious,
on
time and
purpose,
time
I played
again,
the most
getting to the
difficult
quarterback,
role.
getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morris. They make the stop, but not before he takes
I
a
was
chunk
mad I
out of
didn't
what
make the
they
play
need
on
to
that
move the
because
sticks.
I was just right there.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same
I like
time, and
playing
you
in
saw
position
all of it
actually at
on
a
that in route.
disadvantage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Oh
Got
my
a man.
gosh.
It's Loveland.
I only
And into
can
the end
do so
zone.
much.
Touchdown, Wolverines! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split
I
out.
said
They
you
can
had
do
to
a little
suffer.
bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Don't forget about that
I
tight
thought
end.
that
He does
was
a little
just
bit of
like
everything,
the,
and then you reward the big fella
the-
throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
That's how you
Fielded
like it.
in the end zone, it's Davis. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I might chill on the arc.
Scanning the field, it's Dart. Finds his tight end. Finds a little space.
It's right on.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
It's caught downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it
What?
was
What are
too
you
late to
getting
keep them from
underneath?
getting the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow.
Just trying to
Defense is gonna
figure
have
out
to
what
find
you're
something
talking about,
to kind of
you
mess
know?
up this timing they got going on.
Trying to get to it. The sure hands, it's Lee. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking
didn't want
everything
you to
away
tackle
down
me.
the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in
Yeah, I
time to
wanna
make
be
a tackle,
touched.
and as a result,
Yeah, yeah,
you set it down.
Yourself.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Dances away to buy time. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
What's up, Jones?
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial in
Yo,
your keys.
that's
You got to
the
make sure
point.
you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it. And he's into the end zone.
You like that,
Touchdown, Ole Miss. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. Oh, don't run the score.
I know,
Well,
right?
do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Yeah, no defense, right?
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Done.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses
You're
to
done.
find themselves
Come
as
on.
the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early,
Get
but
them
they
out of
found
here.
something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They
out
clearly
of
found
here.
that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Get him out of here. He's still here. Get him out of here. He's still here. Get out of here.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
You got to be impressed with this
I
defense
remember-
early in this
I
game,
remember
guys. They've got a
watching
big
Kevin
lead because they are
Stefanski,
getting
man.
after
That
the
shit was
quarterback.
fun.
They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this
Kevin,
game they could
remember
take advantage
Kevin?
of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Looking to pass, it's Orji.
Hey, yo, you're funny as
Lets it
hell.
fly. Makes the catch on the
Wow.
left. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end
guess I'm
shows off
scored.
the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play
Get him out of
scoring
here.
drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. The returner
Get out
will
of
field
here.
it and bring it back.
Come on.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
I know.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 2nd down, he'll fire.
Any curiosities?
Caught near the sticks. It's Lee. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. That last catch puts him over 150 yards receiving on the day.
Reese, this defense has no answer for this guy. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's run or who's been covering him. They just can't stop him.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
That's beautiful.
Looking for a man. It's Dart. Gets open down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Parrish. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
Get out of that.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good. And then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They'll try to add another to their lead.
I don't know what I'm processing.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after
I'm
scoring
just
a
like
touchdown.
controlling the game as a elite quarterback.
On the
That
run
too.
from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Oh no! Oh no!
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And the quarterback caught up to and
What did I
sacked
do?
at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell
Were you
his
trying to
offensive lineman's getting
scramble?
beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer.
I wanted to cover you.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted
okay
the
if I
crowd
come
down
here
with some of the
number one
plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right
Why not?
here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback
It's
to go
fine.
to work.
On
It's a
third and long,
difficult
you'll have to
matchup.
turn it loose deep. He
It's
took a
fine.
hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Special teams.
He's got
Come
great
on.
speed.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. What am I doing?
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive.
I'm going to figure it out.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that
Might
took
have
them
to
right
do
to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to
You're trying
accomplish.
things out.
Make
Deep
Come
shot
on.
for the end zone.
Come on.
And it's almost intercepted in the end zone. It's caught, but he's out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a bullet dodged by this offense.
I'm just trying
To the air, it's Dart. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Another interception.
Good
This
luck
guy
you
just
having
can't
those
find his own
corners.
players. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of...
He'll take a shot.
Okay. No panicking.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown,
How's this guy
Wolverines.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he makes the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Cleasecorn. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying play action. Lets it fly. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Rebels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Coming after him. A strike downfield. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
You want to have a lot of success on defense? Make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. This defense has been doing it time and time again, and you can tell this quarterback doesn't have a prayer.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Using the quick game. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play
That's
up top.
easy.
And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the route is on.
I like that run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I like
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
What would you rate my defense?
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
Halliburton.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. Scrambling away. Wide open downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Yeah.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
To the air, it's Warren. They're trying to get to it.
Oh, yeah.
And he feels the heat coming in. Another sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gonna take a shot. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Quarterback will audible. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pulls it in. It's Wells. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Parrish.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Dart. Fires to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended.
Good.
Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No
Parker
shot. They have
can't play
no
defense.
idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the beatdown has ensued.
It's over.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer. And that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David.
How
that take
often
pride in
this
their
is
jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
Would Vontae like to play against me?
He's looking to pass. He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. Here's the return from inside his 10.
What is that?
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off.
And teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
100.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Dart. Throws to the wideout.
You're done.
Complete to the left. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Rebels have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on first down.
Yeah, you're done
Unleashes to
for
the
it.
end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw.
You were on it?
Got it.
Okay.
He'll be stopped
That was
just
so
short of
close.
the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own. And And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end.
Yeah, that's why
coverage,
you're getting pressure.
not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
Fires to the middle. Tight
What
end
the
getting
fuck?
vertical.
I could have had an
He'll pick up the
interception.
first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs.
I need locked in. All right.
He wants to throw it again. Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 30. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Orji. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Motion from the offense. Now from inside the red zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long. Whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages, he just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
I got that one.
Pulls it in. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Snagged in the middle. It's Priestcorn. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Why wasn't it?
On first and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. It's Lee. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Ball in the air, intercepted. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
I feel like the avocado's starting to ripen.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, I'm squeezing an avocado while I'm talking to you. it's starting to ripen.
From inside his own 15,
Hey.
looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Will take over. First and 10.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We move the football.
Makes the catch down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air.
I know. That sounds about right.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble and throws. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They line
I'm
up, and
putting
it
you
is
through
a
the
long
ringer.
way to the sticks from here. Off play action.
Yep, I'm going to be putting you through the ringer.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's
What,
trying to
didn't
fit
put
that
through the
football
ringer?
in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
So what
And
am
I
I
tell you what,
putting?
you see this
The
a lot.
pass rush?
Fourth down, I'm putting pressure on the quarterback. The defense brings the blitz. They have no answer. Nice job being aggressive on a big fourth down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Parrish. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill
Pull
anymore.
up
You got
and
to be
play.
versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass
Gonna live
game,
up.
and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh!
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Rebels with the 1st and 10.
Yeah, I know.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Dropping back, it's Dart. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Fires to the middle. Touchdown,
That was a nice play.
Wolverines.
I'll give you that.
And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
Did
It
something.
didn't, Reese. And you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it
Man,
off.
this game
The
is
offense
long.
took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the
I was
points.
waiting for her to eat it.
And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Honestly, I'm surprised too.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fly.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They're bringing heat. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parrish. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Back to throw. It's Dart. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass, getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Rebels look to keep this drive humming.
What the hell-y?
To the air on 1st down.
The hell-y Burton?
It's Parrish.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Skips away from pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That's reeled in. It's Priestcorn. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play call.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up
like
big,
that.
but they
I
are still
blitz
hunting,
right
still
there.
flying around, still chasing,
with my
still
safety.
making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. But a little time, lets it go.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets drilled as he throws the big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. A first down for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw. Makes the grab. It's Prieskorn.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Wow.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverine.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can
touchdown, Ole Miss, and the route is on.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The option look. Now the pitch. He stopped short on the two-point conversion attempt. They went right back
was
to the
worth
well
it,
with the
I
man
tried.
who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the two. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Giving him his pads. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to
I
try
like
for
that.
6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They go to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Slips away. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them.
And they get the sack just like that.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. The pirouette on the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Yeah, and good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Using his legs, it's Parrish. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Off the play fake. Now improvising. Got it behind the line. It's right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Dart. He's moving out of the pocket. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Trying play action. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. We're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it. And obviously, it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
No. So he pretty much said he got
Back
his
to throw.
girlfriend's
It's
mom
Dart.
pregnant too.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
There's this
And
guy
the
called
beatdown
Nick
has
Yardy.
ensued.
I'm gonna show you the.
The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
On to attempt the try. It's a fake. The holder's going to try to toss it. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's tackled, so no chance to run it back for points of his own, and the score will remain the same.
Dude, I sent it to you on Instagram. I sent it to
Lining
you.
up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
I sent.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him
I
down
sent
to
it to you on
29.
Instagram.
Michigan ready to get that offense
I
rolling
think so.
again.
Is this your
That 4th down gamble
is
didn't
that
pay
your
off on the
account?
last
What's your
drive, and it
account?
led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Did you see
Yeah, and
it?
everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making.
What's
We
your
decided to
Instagram?
go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no
Yeah,
doubt. But look,
something
this
to that
offense has
one.
been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go
You
out and
said
execute with some points on the board.
PDX.
Let's go.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Orji. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
You get the
And he
notification.
throws another interception. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
The number one objective for a defense
Um,
is to make
no,
the offense
it's,
one-dimensional. Well, when they're
I'ma
trailing by
show
this
you.
much
It is,
late in the game, they're
A-Day
one-dimensional. They
picks.
have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it.
No,
We know
it's
you're throwing the
A-Day
football.
underscore
Nice break on the
picks.
football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Alabama.
Quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Dahmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Back to throw, it's Orji. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of the...
And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores,
Yeah.
situation, you
Say it
know
again.
exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass.
And now
They
say it
have to
again.
because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the
Yeah,
interception,
you are.
almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Don't you
And a
put
good,
banana
solid
up your
pickup
ass.
there before the defense knocks him down. So after the first down run, here's second down.
Put bananas in your butt.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like
Good
that
George
and
Trojan.
runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. First down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.